March the 22nd, 2013. Welcome to Conversations, the MTA's official podcast. I'm here today with Enrico Malverti, my friend from Italy, who will be presenting at the UK chapter of the Market Technicians Association. One of the, I think, fascinating topic, which is designing a portfolio of strategies, multi-market, multi-strategy, multi-time frame. I believe that this is probably one of the so-called holy grails. One's diversification, which will be the topic of Enrico's presentation today, and the second one being position sizing. Now, we'll be having a discussion with Enrico prior to the start of the presentation, getting to know a bit more about the man behind the systems and the methodologies. And as usual, we'll begin with the first question, which is, Enrico, could you please give us some information about your personal and educational background before getting involved with technical analysis?
I studied 1 year of degree course in computer engineering in Italy. I passed some exam and then I decided to change course and I studied business administration at the University of Modena. My programming skills added to technical analysis give me the opportunity to quickly learn anything about trading system in very few time.
So would you like to elaborate a bit more on how you actually got involved with technical analysis? What was the first point of acquaintance with the craft?
I started to get interested in technical analysis in the last year of the university. It was 1999. My father was losing money with the Italian stock exchange in that year, and I wanted to try to understand what were the way to find the best stocks. The following year I went to follow some seminar, but everyone seemed to have the winning formula, and I wanted to an objective method to understand what really can earn and what not. So thanks to my programming skill, I realized I designed my first trading system, and then I tried to win an Italian championship. I had a performance of 24% in 3 years. Someone asked me to write my Facebook, and this has been the beginning of my career.
Okay. So, as I understand, you're the team leader at Private and Consulting Sim. Would it be possible to talk about a bit the day-to-day responsibilities of your job, and which is the most challenging aspect?
Yeah. My days are very full. I begin to work at 7:30 in the morning, and I go immediately in front of the monitor to check if the automated trading software are properly logged and started. Then I download the daily data. I analyze the most attractive stocks thanks to an automatic scanner. I check if there are some signal for the fund, and then I have many other responsibilities. For example, I control the work of 5 people. I reply to the customer email. I reply to journalists. I prepare reports, and then I have the studies, the statistical studies that are needed for the developing of new trading system. And at the end, I have days like this in which we have a seminar and interviews.
Presentations, good.
Presentation.
this is the part of the conversation where we call the toolbox. It's basically, could you give us a brief description of your favorite tools and techniques? And so, what do you specialize in?
I'm specialized in the design of trading system, and I have a great experience on automated trading. I do not have any favorite indicator or oscillator. Probably, if I have to do a name, the super trend indicator is one of the indicator that I think that work at best for the trending market. If I have to point out something that gives me confidence, these are the short-term pattern, consisting of 2 or 3 bars at maximum.
Mm-hmm. And which people have been your greatest influences so far regarding the shaping of your trading philosophy and methodology? And the second part of the question is, if I had to ask for 3 books for you to suggest for people to read, which would this be?
I think that the trader that most influenced my learning has been Thomas Friedman, and a consequence is that the 3 books are Trading System That Work, written by Thomas Friedman 13 years ago, and then Trade Your Way for Financial Freedom, written by Van Tarp, and Long-Term Secret to Short-Term Trading, written by Larry Williams.
Classic. Okay, so regarding your work again, technical analysis principles or trading principles, if you could distill your knowledge into a few axioms, for example, don't fight the tape, which would this be? Which 3 actions would you give out?
2 years ago, I wrote a book in Italy that contains the main axioms that every trader should remember. I mentioned 2 of them. The first, the most important for me, is cut your losses and let the profit run. And the second, market is always just. People very often, when have a wrong idea, doesn't accept that the idea is wrong, and they don't respect the stop loss. That is a great error.
Good point. And fun fact, what does Enrico do to relax outside of market hours? Do you have any hobbies, for example?
Yeah, I have very few free time. I swim twice a week. I try to find the time to drive go-karts. I have been a good driver in the past, and I like to travel and to stay with my family. This is the best important thing for the relax.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, and Enrico, I would like to thank you very much for the opportunity of this interview. We will be beginning with the presentation shortly. I would like to thank everyone for having listened to this podcast, and to mention that the UK chapter presentations and interviews, other than being in podcast forms, they're also available in video form. They have been recorded, so any MTA member can go to the UK chapter page and look up past presentations and past interviews. For the UK chapter of the MTA, Alex Spiroglou, thank you all very much for tuning in.